Hello dear children, welcome to the online session of Sri Gokulam Guruvayur. Children, today we are going to discuss a new chapter, chapter 8, that is journal. So let us first of all see the meaning of journal. Journal is a book of primary entry or a book of original entry in which transactions are first recorded in a chronological order from the accounting voyages that are prepared on the basis of source documents, that is cash memo, invoices, bill, purchase bill, etc. So what is this journal? We know about source document. We also studied about accounting voyages. So from this accounting voyages, different types of accounting voyages, we make the entry in the books of account. So that first entry, or we can term it as primary entry, otherwise books of original entry, which is made, it is known as journal. So children, journal is a book in which we make the first entry in a chronological order from the accounting voyages. So taking accounting voyager as a base, we record this entry first time. Now there are different terms used for journal. Books of original entry. So journal is also called as books of original entry, or we can also call it as book of primary entry, because a transaction is first recorded or written in this book and thereafter transferred, that is posted in the ledger account. So on the basis of accounting voyager, we record the transaction in the original book, which is journal, and after preparing this journal we will transfer all the details to the ledger account. Okay, so this is the first book and this is the second book. So primary book is the journal and secondary book is known as ledger. Now journal entry. What do you mean by journal entry? An entry recorded in the journal is called as journal entry. So a book in which we record the first or primary entry, it is known as journal entry. So making an entry in the journal is known as journal entry. What is journalizing? The process of recording a transaction in a journal is known as journalizing. So a process by which we record this transaction, it is known as journalizing. Now what is posting? The transfer of journal entry to ledger account is known as posting. So we know today we will discuss about journal only. Ledger is the ledger account. We have to post the item in ledger account from the journal. So that process by which we transfer the journal entry to ledger, it is known as posting. So these are some terms which we will discuss or which we will use hereafter. When we are recording the transactions, we will be using these terms. Now what are the characteristics of a journal? Day-to-day transactions are recorded in a journal in a chronological order. So every day some or the other transaction take place. We know that in a business every day there is some or the other transaction taking place. So all these transactions are recorded in the journal. In which order? Chronological order. In the date wise, in the event wise, how the transaction are taking place, in that order the journal will be recorded. It is a book of original entry in which transactions are written before they are posted in ledger accounts. So before making a ledger accounts, the first transaction or the first entry is made in the journal. The third characteristic point is it records both aspects of transaction, that is debit aspect and credit aspect. So in our last class we have discussed the rule of debit and credit. As per that rule of debit and credit, the transactions are recorded in this journal. So you have to study that rule of debit and credit very thoroughly. after the journal entry, narration is given, which is a description of the entry. So after journal entry, you have to write narrations. Narration is a very important part of journal, as it gives the description of the entry. Next is journalizing is a process of recording a transaction in the journal, and the form in which it is recorded is known as journal entry. That we already saw, that journalizing, it's a process, and making in the form in which it is recorded is known as journal entry. Now this is the format you can see in the next column, that is journal. So this is how you have to prepare a journal. You have to prepare a box. In this box, that will be column for date, particular, ledger folio, debit, credit. Okay, after preparing this box, you have to write the, as per your debit and credit rule, you will be posting the items or journal, making the journal entry of the transactions. So this here you will write the item, and in this corner you have to write as debit, and the credit item will be represented as 2. Okay, this 2 means the credit. And then in the bracket, after writing this item 2, credit item, in the bracket down you will mention the narration. Narration is the summary of this transaction. So for each of this item or each of this transaction, you have to follow these things. See, first item is date. The transaction date is written. Particulars means what? According to the dual aspect concept of accounting, both debit and credit aspect of the transactions are recorded. So in particulars, you have to record the debit aspect and the credit aspect. Debit aspect is represented as debit in this corner, and credit aspect is represented with 2. Next is narration. As I told you, a brief description of transaction is also written after the entry. So after making a journal entry, this is known as journal entry, you have to write the narration. The third part of this is narration. Next is ledger folio, which is also represented as LF. In this column, the number of ledger page is written to which the debit and credit aspect of the transaction is posted. So as I told you, after making this journal entry, we will transfer the particular item in the ledger folio. So in which page number we have written this ledger folio, that we will show in this column. Okay. Next is the debit amount and credit amount. So the amount debited is written in debit amount, and the amount written in credit, the amount credited is written in the credit amount. So in this column, in this side you have to write the debit amount, and in down over here there is 2 side. As I told you, this 2 side is for credit. So in front of credit amount you have to write this here. Okay. So this is the format for journal entry. And children, this aspect of debit and credit we have to record as per the rule of debit and credit. I hope you remember the rule for debit and credit. If you are going with a modern classification, this is the rule. As I told you, for asset and expenses, the rule is the same. If asset increases, you have to debit it, and if that is, if asset decreases, you have to credit it. Opposite is the case with liability, capital and revenue. If it decreases, that is liability, capital and revenue decreases, you have to debit it. And if liability, capital and revenue increases, you have to credit it. So you have to remember this rule for making a journal entry. Otherwise, you can remember through the traditional method of debit and credit rule, that is personal account rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. Nominal account rule is debit all expenses and losses, credit all income and gain. And real account rule is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Okay, so this is the traditional method. So with both of the rule, any of the rule you can follow and you will get the same answer.